If you remember last week, the gospel said that Jesus is the vine, we are the branches connected to the vine, and that God is the vine grower, the one that grows the grapes. Jesus says that God wants to help us become better Christians, so he will trim off our bad branches, meaning our habits and sins that prevent us from growing into beautiful Christians. And while we may suffer a bit through that trimming, we will become better Christians. Remember my homily or vlog last week? I was talking about a Christian who may have been very egotistical, very arrogant. So God took him, for example, and would put him in a place where he had a new boss who was strict and stern with him. Over time, this man learned his lesson and realized that his boss helped him become less arrogant and a much more loving person and more respectful of others. And today, Jesus' commandment tells us that we have to do that. We have to love other people. And we know that it can be very difficult sometimes because our sin, our bad habits prevent us from truly loving other people. Let me give you another example. A person who loves to shop and buy things, we would call that person very materialistic. And the person thinks they need to have all of these things to make them happy. But in the end, what happens is they become very self-centered, selfish, and cannot relate to other people. So God might take that person and put them in a situation that forces them to let go or lose those things, to focus less on their self and more on other people, to find true happiness through sharing and through loving. Or a person who's very critical of other people is not very loving. God may look at them and place them in a situation where they are the victim of the criticism and where they are being judged. And they may realize that they don't like it. And what happens is that they stop judging and become much more loving as a person. Or we might look at a person who has anger issues, is always mad or obsessing about something. They can't love people either, truly. So God might work on that person and help them through their challenges so that they can look at themselves and become less angry. It may put them in a position where they have to face challenges and over time realize by looking at themselves that they need to work on their anger management. And what happens is they become less angry and they become a loving person. You see all those examples? That's what Jesus' commandment today is telling us, to love other people. And that's our main goal as Christians, to follow his teachings. And oh my, can it be so hard sometimes. But it's important to let God in so he can take care of us. And he is the good vine grower and wants us to grow into good Christians. If we let him take care of us, he will allow us to get through those challenges and tough times and help us become a more loving person in the end. Always trust in God. May God bless you.